Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how the heck are we doing? Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. Hopefully you're having a nice beginning to your week. Today's Wednesday, but yesterday was Tuesday, and you know yesterday's video goes up today. And we didn't shoot a vlog yesterday, it was just hanging out with family again. So, instead I'm going to do a 2-Minute Tuesday. This is like Peter McKinnon. I don't know if you know who Peter McKinnon is. YouTube him. He's super awesome. He does 2-Minute Tuesdays, and I was like, wow, that's a genius idea. So thank you, Peter, for the 2-Minute Tuesday idea. Today's 2-Minute Tuesday is based off of intro to film and cinematography, stuff like that. If you want to be a filmmaker, I get a lot of emails, comments, questions sent to me about like, how do I start off? What do I do as far as cameras, editing, stuff like that. So I'm just going to make a brief, short little intro video for you here, and I'm going to start the 2 minutes on my watch right now. So, number one question I get asked is, what camera do I use? It's not about cameras, guys. You know, people can forgive bad audio, people can forgive bad camera quality, people can forgive bad editing. Those are all things you can work on, you know. The thing that people want is a good story. So if you can focus on a good story, all those other things will come later down the line. But, personally, I prefer Sony. If I was ever going to go another direction with cameras, I would choose Panasonics like the GH4, GH5s. I'm not a big camera guy, Canon guy, Nikon guy. I really just love Sony. They're amazing, incredible quality cameras, and they just do amazing things. The only thing that I don't like about the Sony is that the screen won't flip this way so I can see what I'm looking at. But you know, sometimes you got to sacrifice a couple things, and that's just one of the things I had to sacrifice for the amazing quality and whatnot that I get from this. But it doesn't matter, guys. Nowadays, cameras are so good on your cell phone that you can literally use this thing to make a movie, okay? Maybe you got a GoPro. Use a GoPro. I used a GoPro for the first 2-3 years. I got amazing shots with it. A GoPro is still one of my favorite tools till this day, especially because you can take it, you know, in places underwater. You can rough it around a little bit more, get some crazier shots. GoPro's an excellent choice. You know, if you don't have to go out and spend the money, I suggest you don't. You know, practice with what you have now. If you do want to go out there and spend the money, you know, a $500-$300 camera is probably pretty good for you. I would just learn the basics first before you actually go out and buy a big camera. Because what if you go out there and buy a good camera and then you realize you don't like this? And then what? Now what? You got to sell a camera because you don't want it. So always just use what you have until you think that you need to go out and get some more things. Second biggest question I always get is, what editing software should I use? Well, I think it really boils down to what computer software do you have. Windows, you know, I've never really had much experience with Windows. When I was younger, I used Windows Movie Maker on my grandma's computer, and I absolutely hated it. I would finish a whole video. It's already been more than 2 minutes. I would finish a whole video, I would render it, process it, and then the beats would be way different from the shots and the inputs that I put them on. So it messed me up. But the first time I got a Mac, Macs come with iMovie. So I used iMovie and then switched up to Final Cut Pro and then switched up to Adobe Premiere. That's what I use now. So I just took baby steps and I learned the specifics, the intros, and you know, learned something new every single day. And that's how you can get that done. As far as editing goes, like if you've never edited a video before, that could be pretty tricky. But the easiest thing to do for me, and this is what I've done since I started out, you know, 3-4 years ago, was I literally just YouTubed how to do this in Premiere Pro, how to do this in Final Cut Pro, how to do this in iMovie, you know, stuff like that. And you watch tutorials. I watch hours of video tutorials online, and that's how I literally know everything I know today. Whether it's camera moves, whether it's editing styles, anything I've ever learned is all self-taught. Me just doing it myself or me learning from YouTube tutorials online. So those are super helpful, guys. But like I said, it's just supposed to be a little quick intro video. Getting into things. Let me know if you like this. I think it'd be pretty cool. You know, I get a lot of questions of people asking me how I do certain things, and I think it would be cool to do some tutorials and whatnot. So if you think that's a great idea, hit the smash up button. Give me a thumbs up, please. That'd be super nice. And like I said, hopefully you guys keep having an amazing week. Let me know if this video was helpful for you, and just remember 3 things. Work harder, be brave, and keep on smiling. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.